And there we are. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Farming Sim. We're actually going to get some farming done today. Hey, Walker. Good to see you. Yes, last time we were on Farming Sim, we actually spent more time selling stuff to earn our massive amount of money that you can see up there. So that was fun. But now we actually have to do some stuff on the farm. So yeah. Hey, Thice, good to see you too. Yeah, we actually have to do some farming. We've got quite a bit of farming to do today, actually, I think. Quite a lot of stuff. Oh, you're trying to find the server, Thice. Oh, it should be there. Same details. It's on the Discord. So when you find it, I'll do feel free to join. That goes for anybody watching, actually. Do feel free to join if you fancy a little bit of farming yourself. If you check out my socials, the Discord link is in there, and if you check out the Farming Sim Community Farm tab, it should have a pinned topic with the server details in it. So look that up if you're interested. Hey, babe. Nice to see you in the chat too. Mwah, love ya. So, it's been a while. It's actually been 2 weeks. It's actually been 2 weeks and a day since we last had Farming Sim. Last week I was... Nice. Oh, thank you, Bart. Thank you for the sub. Or the resub in this case. Nice. Indeed nice. Very nice. So... It's been a while. Last week I was on the back shift and I couldn't do a stream for Farming Sim, which is quite annoying, quite annoying. But yeah, that's changing today. Actually, hopefully for the next few weeks there may be a couple of shuffle arounds because next weekend I'm actually working. Shock horror. But there should be 2 streams a week for the next few weeks now. So there shouldn't be a problem with that. Hey, thanks, Walker. Thank you for the bits. So, what are we doing? Where are we going? Oh, has he crashed? Oh no, he's going. He is harvest. I've had this guy working for like the last 5-10 minutes whilst I've been setting the stream up, just kind of allowing him to do the grass cutting. But I think we actually need to buy a dedicated mowing machine. We're probably going to get the Big M because we have the money for it now, and it would be nice to actually put this tractor to work in other places on the farm. So yeah, we'll probably do that at some point. Our other machine here ready for the swathing and the baling. So let me see. What do we need to do with all this grass? So much grass. We do actually have quite a good amount of grass stored, I think. Where are we? So... we don't have any grass in the silo, but we do have a lot. 854,000 litres of silage. That is being distributed to our biogas plant, by the way. Boom, right here. We could actually do with taking the slurry and the manure up there as well and dumping that in. We can't automatically transfer that, sadly. Ah, babe. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Oh, yes. What hardware would I get first? That is a good question. What would I upgrade first? My computer does need a few upgrades. That's what I will say. I could probably do with a new motherboard, new processor, at some point. It's working fine for the moment, but, if I could get a bigger one, shall we say, with a little bit more oomph behind it. Preferably one that also has Bluetooth, so I don't have to have this wire hanging around all over the place. That would be handy. That would be handy. I'm also thinking of replacing the FarmTech wheel that I have here as well. But we'll see how that goes. I originally wanted to. Ooh, have you finished? You haven't finished. How dare! Get back to work. Right, here we go. I originally wanted to replace it because it kept getting caught up on my cable, but now I have purchased like a 5-meter long headphone cable, so I shouldn't actually have that problem anymore. But yes, I would probably go Logitech. Ooh, probably go Logitech, Bart, if I do get a new wheel. Not quite sure which one I would go for, obviously. There we go. Get back to work, you. I've been looking at possibly the G923 or the G29. Those are kind of the two that I'm weighing up at the moment. Not sure which is better, but probably one of those two if I do get a new wheel. But graphics cards, Walker. I'm not sure. I did get a new one recently. It wasn't a top end, but it was pretty good. It was the... do I still have the box? No, I do not still have the box. And I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So, that is the wrong machine. We want this one over here. Because we've got some cows to feed. But yes, so... What was I saying? Where was my mind going? I don't even remember. Oh, yes, graphics cards. Yeah, I can probably survive without a new graphics card for a little while. But, you know, we'll see. If I can find a good deal, then I will probably, you know, upgrade it. Because, it's, as I said, it's not top of the range. And it would be nice to have a really kind of current model one. Oh, Thais, you've got the G29. And you seem quite happy with it. Interesting. Good. So yeah, something like that, probably, when it comes to upgrades. Because I've got the cameras, the mics, all that kind of stuff that I need. I don't need anything like that. Yeah. Other than that, I would probably spend some money on possibly additional games to stream. I don't know. I know that everyone has their favourites that they would like to see me. They would like to see me stream. And I know I can't do everyone, sadly, but you know, might be up to doing something different at some point in time. Excellent. Should do a tier list of my favourite cows. What? What? Oh dear. Right. Okay. That's the cows fed. Here we go. This is my favourite cow. Oh, I'm stuck on the fence. Oh no! I'm stuck in the pole! Ah! Right, there we go. That's better. I do like games that are on multiple platforms, Bart. Yes. Alright, how are you doing? You're doing okay. Good. I do like games that are on multiple platforms. But it's not a necessary thing. I'm just kind of, you know, I just play loads of stuff, to be absolutely honest. I actually started playing Sonic Frontiers just before the stream. On the PS5, Natalie bought it today, which was a big surprise. Did not expect that. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. Haven't played a Sonic game in ages. Like, more than ages. By the way, how'd you like this thing? It's amazing. It's the same pack that I've been using forever, but they updated it. And made it huge, or at least made the option huge. There we are, nice. So I think we'll keep some of these bales. I think for I was a Sonic kid. Yes, I was a Sega fan in the early days of the console wars. Yes, I was also one of those kids that could only have one console, mainly because I had to buy it myself, and therefore I had to defend it with crusader-like fervour from all of the evil Sony PlayStation kids in the yard at school, who just didn't know what they were missing out on. So they went around playing their Final Fantasy VIIs and, you know, Gran Turismos, of which I thought were just lame because, you know, they weren't Shining Force and Panzer Dragoon Saga. That's kind of where I was. Alright, let's go round the top first. Hopefully that worker will have actually finished the field, and then I'm not going to run into any trouble with running into him. He missed a bit at the top of this field, though. Did you notice that strip that was missed? If that had been an actual crop, I would have been. Oh, he's not done yet. What? Where are you gone? Oh, you're coming. Wait, he's coming back. He's coming back. Oh, hey, there we go. Thijs, good to see you. Let me just double check that all of your permissions are good. Oh, you have to join the farm first, and then I can set them. Oh, where did that tractor disappear? Oh, what the? What's it doing in the neighbour's field? Worker, what are you doing? Let me just check these up for you. Perfect. I actually don't know what that worker is now doing. What is he doing? Who was that? Michaelman. Hello, welcome. Sit down, have a cup of tea, make yourself comfortable. I don't know what that worker was doing in the other field, but he certainly wasn't mowing the grass in this field, that's for sure. Very strange, very strange. Just look at the bales that this thing is chucking out at the moment. Just like block, block, block. Bales galore. So let's just nip over here and scoop this little bit up here. There we go. La 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 la. Perfect. Ah, ooh, there was a bubble stuck in the old throat-orino. I am very well, Michaelman. Hope I'm saying that right. Thank you very much for asking. How are you? Thijs, the bale wagon is over at the store with my other John Deere tractor. I just haven't moved it yet. So if you would like to bring that over and start going around and picking the bales up, that would be awesome. Yes, the green one. The green trailer. There we go. Yes, this normally doesn't take too long, thanks to the size of this windrower, which is pretty nice, I must say. I do love this thing. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. Don't want to cut the corner too much. Which games did I play yesterday, Michael Ann? What games did I play yesterday? I actually did not play any games yesterday because I was in Glasgow with Natalie at a comedy show. You may or may not have heard of him. Perhaps what I would call a little bit of a niche comedian, maybe. He actually plays a part, but it was a guy. It was, I don't know the actual comedian's name, but the guy that he was playing on stage was called Garth Marenghi, and he's like. He's portrayed as like this horror novelist dude who writes terrible horror novels. Terrible horror novels, right? But like it's done in a comedic fashion. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I do recommend looking it up. If you want a good show to watch that's utterly ludicrous in every single way, check out Dark Place, Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. It is fantastic. But the guy's just written a new book, and so we went to see like a presentation of his new book, and it was such a riot, an absolute riot. No problem, Thijs. You do what you need to. But it was absolutely brilliant. Yes, so tonight's stream is basically a makeup stream for postponing yesterday. Yes, that is correct. I usually don't stream on Fridays. I usually stream Thursday and Sunday. Those are my two streaming days. But yes, obviously, yesterday I was at a show because I'm a dirty work-shy peasant. You know, that's me. Ooh, right, come on now. I think I'll go across now. Ooh. Perfect. Matthew Holness, that's it. There you go. Natalie with all of the useful information here. It's almost like she possesses the amazing thing called a brain that remembers things. Because my brain don't work, and it certainly don't remember things. Well, tell a lie. It will remember things. My brain does remember things. It just remembers random nonsense that is utterly pointless in remembering. Exactly, Bart. Yes, there you go. It's selective. Yes, my memory is very selective these days. Very selective. Yeah. Oh, is it short on fuel there, Thijs? There should be a fuel tank in the yard next to the class harvester. Just go ahead and fill the tank. We've got plenty of money, so just go ahead and refill that and then fuel from there. That's absolutely fine. Okay. There we go. Once we've got the baling done here, we'll be hastening the months onwards. and starting the harvest, because we have quite a few fields that will be coming up. We've got 2 big fields full of oats which need harvesting very shortly. I think that's probably going to be the next month, and then after that we have a sugar beet harvest to do as well. So not sure how much of it will get done, but we do have 2 harvesters. Oh, a question was asked above. Let me just see here. Michaelman. Sorry, your question got buried in the chat there, and I didn't see it at all. I do love Farming Sim. I do love this game. I didn't think I would. This is actually my first ever Farming Sim that I've played. I haven't played any of the previous ones. And it was basically a recommendation from some of my viewers that said I might like it. And turns out I do. So, yes, this is one of the games that I stream. The other game that I stream, which is, I would say, probably the primary game on the channel, is SnowRunner. And that's what I do on Sundays. So, it'd be great to see you then. It'd be nice to have another person along for the ride. If you'll excuse the pun. But yes, I don't know if you know much about SnowRunner, but if not, do let me know, and I will give you a wee little breakdown of it. There we go. Come on, round you go. But yes, this game and SnowRunner are currently the 2 games that that I'm playing. No problem, babe. You go ahead and lurk, and when I'm finished, we'll watch some Dark Place or something, eh? Or maybe play some more Sonic. I don't know. Yes, but The Witcher. I will eventually go back and finish that. Don't worry. At some point, I do intend to finish at least the base game. You know. We will see. Maybe I'll do like a special or something, and like, you know, put in a few good hours and try and finish it. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Of course, ask me anything. You know, if a question isn't appropriate, I will say so. But people do feel free to ask me anything. So go ahead, Mikaelman. I know, Bart. I know. There's a few people that like those Witcher streams, and I will get back to it eventually. I will get back to it. Promise. All right. Oh, no problem, Bart. Enjoy your soup. Thank you for the offer, Mikaelman. At the moment, I'm not in the market for anything like that. But it is good to know. Tell you what, drop me a message, and I will take a look. All right, because I can't promise anything, but I will certainly take a peek. I'm trying to keep costs down at the moment, mainly for my channel stuff. And Natalie does a lot of our design work, as she says there, currently. But, you know, I will take a look, at the very least. Now then, almost done here, actually. I've got a really wonky angle. I kind of need to stop going back and forth here and start going along, actually. so that it straightens out this angle. There we go. That's better. That's more like it. If I can avoid these bales, that is. There we are. Right. And can I swing that round? Yes, I can. Perfect. I'll lift that up. Oh no, the Discord link has expired. I will have to check out that. I will have to check that out. Right. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Almost finished here. And then we'll see what we can do from here. Right. Almost sorted. One last bit. I wonder if we can actually get a full bale from this. Probably not. No. Okay. There we go. Actually, hang on a second. What's going on here? Right. Hang on a second. I need to unload the baler. Oh, why am I going backwards? Stop! Stop, you fiend! Walker, you talking about the tier lists there, huh? Yes, we will be. We'll be doing another one of those on Sunday, and it does look like the highway and heavy duty trucks is going to be the next one that we do. So yes, that's going to be interesting. As you say, some of those trucks are not going to be ranking very high, but should be good. Should be interesting to see what happens. Right. Thice, that trailer is really fidgety with how it picks bales up. If you aren't at a complete standstill, it will load bales awkwardly. So if you're having trouble with loading bales, come to a stop, unload them, and then reload them again, and it should fix the where are my words today? Goodness me. Brain, come on. Hello. But yeah, it should fix the should fix that. Oh, sorry, McLeman. Discord. Let me see if I can get a link for you. Dum dum da da. Here we go. Here we go. Ba 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 ba. Ha ba ba ba. Give me 1 minute, guys. Here, I'm just trying to get a fresh Discord link. Didn't know they expired, actually. That's rather annoying. That means I'll have to keep a close eye on that and update my social links every so often. So... Copy. All right, let's just plonk that in there. All right, there we go. There's a fresh Discord link. All right, back to it. Okay, so where are you putting those bale slices? Just over there. Yeah, that's fine for now. I think just piling them over there for the time being. Let's see. Do any of these productions need sorting out before we head forward a month? Do the animals need anything? The cows look pretty good. Yep. The sheep, that should be okay for another month, I think. Chickens are well fed. And yes, next month we are going to be going straight into harvest time, which is going to be great. So we have these two fields here to harvest. Fields 2 and 3 here, which are oats, as you can see there. We'll need to harvest those. And that field is going to take a while, field 6. That's going to be a while before that one's ready. I feel like we should buy another field as well, but I kind of want to buy a field with a crop in it that's going to be useful, you know? For like future use. I'm not sure. I don't want to buy anything too far away. I think like one of these over here, maybe like 5, 9, maybe 10. Something like that might be a good one to go for. I would buy field 1, but it's so big. It's far too big. You know, that is a ridiculous size field for the time being anyway, you know, for the time being. We shall see about that. But everything else looks like it's going well. That's still got a good amount of stuff in it. That's still good. I'm not sure. Why did I put manure in this one? Was that something that I did as an experiment? Because none of my other grape orchards have manure in them. Intriguing. Oh, that needs some hay. Okay, so we need some hay in the TMR and some straw. So let's do that dead quick. We have a nice stockpile of it over here, but we will actually have to start putting some more. I think the next grass cut we may have to ted, just so that we've got some more hay for our TMA station here. So is that maxed out on hay? Yes, it has. Excellent. So now we just want a couple of straw bales. Again, we've got plenty of these as well. So that's good. Should nicely just disappear in a moment. Oh, or it could just stay because it's bigger than what we need. Excellent. Nicely topped up. And that's producing some more stuff for us, so that's good. So the milk, that's still producing butter, that's good. Those are good. Oh, hang about. How has that got hay in it? Did I accidentally swing a bale over there or something? Weird. I don't remember putting hay in my fermenting silo. Most interesting. Most interesting. Oh, by the way, guys, the cookie factory is in full swing. We have quite a few cookies here. And as you can see here, we have plenty of the strawberry cheesecakes and the oatmeal raisins, which is nice. We have a good amount of other things. We're kind of behind on these two here. The chocolate chips and the oatmeal chocolate chips, because they both require chocolate. And we aren't producing an awful lot of chocolate at the moment. I think we've only got the one production doing chocolate right now. Yeah, we've only got this doing chocolate, and it doesn't make a lot of chocolate, which is slightly disappointing, but interesting. Oh, my phone, one moment. What's going on here? Let's see. Right, okay, that's that dealt with. So, I think we can move on to the next month and start the harvest, which will be good. Got loads of grapes being produced here, but that's all right for now. How's the baling going, Thais? Oh, pretty good so far. Yep. I mean, these it's not going to matter if we leave these in the field for a little while. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip forward a month, and we can start on the harvest, because that is a very important thing to start up on. Although I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with all of these oats. I think I've planted too many, you know, and I've not really got a use for them right now. What's in the sale? Anything decent? Nah, not really. Small John Deere tractor. Small harvester. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Forage headers can... you can't see it, it's just behind my my camera there, but they can forage linseed. I wonder if linseed would be a good chaff crop. Interesting. That would be an interesting thing to go for. Anyway, we are ready to go. Let's... I'm going to put the header on this, and I'm going to take this out for a spin. We have not yet used this piece of machinery, and I'm eager to try it out. Let's just back this up and try and get a slightly better angle on that. There we go. Okay, Thais, if you want to put the baling on hold, by the way, or if you want to continue with it, that's perfectly fine as well. But if you want to join the harvesting, by all means do so. Now then, where is the swathing option? You're almost done with the baling. Awesome. Now then. Why is it that I'm not getting options for swathing? Is it set to swath or is it set to chop? Let's have a look. Ah! We're swathing the straw. That's good. Because that is one good thing we will get off this oat crop. Lots of straw. Probably quite a lot of oats as well, actually, I would say. Quite a lot of oats. Yeah. But like I said, not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Because we don't need this many oats for making cookies. So I'm wondering if I can put them to a different use. I mean, I know I could turn them into flour or something like that, but we don't have an awful lot of use for flour either, for that matter. Oatmeal flour, yes, yes, Thice. That's what I was just saying. Yes, the old mill will make flour out of oats. Make bread. I suppose we could make bread. We don't have a bakery yet. Could get a bakery, I suppose. I'm wondering if there's anything more interesting we could do with oats. I don't know how interesting you can make oats. Indeed, Thice. Yeah, it's not much for the bakery, definitely, you know. It's not that I wouldn't get a bakery, you know. I'm just wondering if there's something more interesting we can do with the oats. Some sort of new product that we haven't tested out yet, or we haven't done. But either way, we'll certainly put it to use, because well, we've got them now, you know, so there we are. That's how it is. Oh, come on now. Don't do that to me. I don't know. Just paused. Some horrible lag there for a moment. Right. So there we go. Right. So once we've gone around the headland here, I'll put this on a worker to carry on with the field. I'll get the other harvester in the other field. Unless you finish up with the baling, Thice, and you want to take the other harvester out for a spin, by all means do so in the other field. That would be awesome. And then we shall see how long this takes to get this all processed. And yeah, we may just make bread out of it. Already way ahead. Awesome. Oh, yeah, I see you over there. Nice. Excellent. There we go. Alrighty then. Ooh, we're going to crash if we continue on this course. Right. How are we going to do this? We'll have to make some deftly harvester moves coming up here. It's like the slowest game of chicken in the known universe. Ooh. It's struggling there on the hill. Oh no, we're all good. You're going to the next field, Thice. Righty-ho. Good plan. Good plan. There we are. Sorted. Right. See, he's got his plan. Got it all planned out, you see. Whereas here I am, considering what might happen if harvesters took part in a destruction derby. Thice is just way ahead of me there. Way ahead of me. Right, so we'll finish going. Will we even get round the headland? Possibly get round. As always, Thice, 2 steps ahead of me. 2 steps ahead of my crazy brain. That's for sure. there we go. Almost round. Yes. Thank you, babe. Thank you very much for that. I'm forgetting my own channel rules here, you know. That's my bad. That's my bad, you know. I'm still very new to this, you know. Still very new. But yes. Okay, let's align this here. And higher. Let's see how he does. Is he gonna... Oh, he might actually just go... Oh, wait, no, no. He's straying off the course. I'm gonna have to grab a vehicle now. That's full of mineral feed, sadly. See if I can't... Nope, can't tip any more of that in. Okay, that means... where is... Ah, this is the one we want. This will do nicely for collecting the oats. Okay, let's see if we can find a trailer as well, because I know that I have some trailers for these guys lying around. But let's empty this guy first. Whoa, steady. There we are. These little trucks are deceptively small, deceptively big, I should say. Will probably take about 17 harvesters worth. Oh, interesting, Thais. I wonder what... I think it literally just conks out, you know, if it runs out of fuel. You know, I literally think it just conks out. I've never actually done it myself. let's not test. I don't know what will happen, because how would I get fuel to it? You know, how would I get fuel? Ah, there's the trailer for this one. Is it full of anything at the moment? Oh, it is. It's got stuff in it. Okay. Oh, that's true, Thais. We do have... we do have this little green vehicle here with the tank on it that we could fill up with fuel and then bring out. And a service trailer. Do we have a service trailer? Did we buy a service trailer? That is a good point. Trailers. No, not there. Miscellaneous. Nope. Gosh, I've got so many things. Now, we don't currently have a service trailer, but we could buy one actually. That is a good point. Walker, you were trying to get back into farming sim only to get distracted by SnowRunner. I know how that is. I know how that is. I really do. Yeah. And we can probably sell this guy, maybe. We don't need him anymore. We'll keep it for the time being, I guess. We need a slurry tank, though. That is that is something we do need right now. A slurry tank and a truck to pull it, because we're going to go for this one right here, I think. Yeah. Let's buy this. There we go. Perfect. Actually, that is not a truck hitch. That is a regular tractor hitch. Actually, we do need a bigger tractor. Actually, getting a bigger tractor would probably not be a bad idea at this point when it comes to actually, before I start thinking about that, I'm on I probably should be emptying harvesters right about now. Where are you, Thijs? You're probably needing a 90% full. Let me just empty this for you. There we are. Perfect. Marvelous. And yeah, I think we will probably, unless there's any other productions that require oats, I think we might go for some bread. Let's have a quick peek. Not selling points. Here we go. What have we got active at the moment? Great production packs. Potatoes. Oh, we could do like pizza or pancakes. Those require eggs and butter and milk. Milk, annoyingly. What else do we have? We have the industrial bakery. That will produce a lot of bread, shall we say. Got fish farming. We could do some fish farming. We haven't ever done that. That might be an interesting wee thing. We also have donut production. That could be an interesting one as well. The chocolate muesli cereal. Okay, no problem, babe. Do feel free to go back to lurking for the time being. I know that you are doing the watchies with AJ, so that's fine. Right. Okay. We are 32% full. Let's see how this harvester's doing. But where is this harvester? What's he doing? Oh dear. Uh-oh. He's got himself stuck in a hedge. Because of course he has. What are you doing? I can't trust you to do anything. Too quick for me there, Thijs. It's probably because it tried to turn around here and hit the trailer. That'll be what it did. You missed some drama, eh, Bart? It wasn't too bad. No problem, Thijs. Fire away. I'm going to go and deliver these oats to the mill. That's what I'm going to go and do right now. There we go. And then I think we will get a big tractor and bring that new slurry tanker over. Right, so that's just here, isn't it? Yeah. There go. In go the oats. Perfect. Ah, yes. It could be interesting there, Bart. I'm just worried about reverb coming through the system, basically. I'd have to do some work on it if I wanted to do anything like that, to make sure that, you know, we didn't get any echoes or anything like that, because that could be very distracting, you know, if anything like that happened. Right, let's have a look. We need a big tractor boy for pulling our... Ooh, maybe the fast track. I haven't used a fast track in a while. Yeah, let's get this boy. So. And then we have to hook all of this up. Or at least hook up the old... Am I going to play FS23, Thijs? Well, the thing with FS23 is that it is only for mobile and Switch. And that's all right, but I kind of run FS22 on my laptop. So I don't really need it on my Switch or my phone. I'll probably check it out, you know, see if it's what it's like, but I don't think I'll do too much with it, because I play on my laptop when I'm doing other stuff, you know. But it could be interesting on Android, you know. That did intrigue me. I don't know exactly what they're going to do to translate Farming Sim to an Android system. It almost seems like there's too much for an Android system, you know? But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with it, I guess. By the way, check out this amazing piece of parking that I'm doing here. There we go. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever reversed quite so neatly before in this game. Now, of course, the question is getting around here, which I don't think I'm going to have to be able to do. Nope. I am definitely going to have to move that over, just like that. Because otherwise, I wasn't getting out of there. There we are. But now, if we wanted to, we could do some slurry spreading. Alternatively, we can just... Ooh, come on now. Game, don't do this to me. It's because I switched to cab view, because this bit is so narrow and tricky with the follow me camera that... oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, has it crashed? Oh, wait, no, it's not crashed. It was just taking 6 years to load. Ooh, there we go. Right, I want to take this over to the cow shed and get it filled up. Ooh, that is... Ooh, ooh, the frame rate. No, bad. Ooh, ooh, guys, that was hideous. That's not what you want whilst you're driving in Farming Sim, by the way, because I'm not sure if that's the server or if that's the game. But either way, that's not fun. I might buy some of those fields just so that I can chop the trees down. You got nothing, Thijs, right? Yeah. So it's obviously me lagging there. Okay, I think we are more or less in the clear now. that's better. That's better. It's just that dip between the shop and these fields is really bad, seemingly. Right, there we go. Let's bring this round here. Now, where do I fill up with slurry? That is a big question. Because I know there's loads of different little trigger points around here, but I don't know if any of them are for slurry or not. Maybe that first one is milk, so it's not going to be that one. Maybe this one? No? Maybe I have to go actually into where the pit is. To open this gate either way. Right, let's see now. I think it might be this one here actually, yeah. You've spotted it, Thijs. Why is it not giving me... Oh, wait a minute, that's because I'm on the wrong apparatus. There we go. Now, is it going to give me a trigger? Or not? No, it's not. Interesting. Can I not pull from here? I must be able to. Let's just see. Interesting. If you want to have a look, Thijs, be my guest. Yeah, we have quite a substantial pile of manure now. But yeah, it doesn't seem to want to allow me to pull from there. Oh, now it is. Thijs, you are the magic man. That's all I'll say. Magic, that's what that is. Okay, now with that filling, how are these combines getting along? Ah, I'm sure I changed that. I'm sure I changed that. Maybe not. Oh well, never mind. Right. That one is full. Right, where did my little speedy car go? Here he is. Must go and empty the combine. Go! Woo! Oh, that's a wall. Okay. I thought I'd be able to do some sort of high flip over the wall there, but no, seemingly it was just like, no, that's silly. You can't do that. What are you doing? Stop being an insane person. Hey, hello, Scottish geek. Lurk away. Lurk away. I love it. I love it. I totally get lurking. I do it all the time myself in places. Just lurk everywhere. So the question now is, how much slurry do we have in there? 205,000 litres. Ooh, we have eggs to put on here. Oh, it's the magical flying chicken. Perfect. We're just storing these eggs up at the moment. I'm not quite sure what for. We just don't need to put them in our productions right now. What we do need to do is put some food in the cow production. Oh, and the wool's full. Can't be having that. Oh. There we are. Oh dear, the wool is full. Oh, or almost full. Glad I caught that before it became overloaded. Right, here we go. And these two. Perfect. Okay. What else do they need? They need some water. You know, that is one failing of this water distribution mod that I've got currently. It doesn't distribute to the sheep, which is strange and not strange. You know, strange and not strange. Because I can understand why it wouldn't, but I can also understand that that's annoying. Oh well. Ooh, the grapes are overloading. Well, so this one it is anyway. What is our grape plant actually doing at the moment? Is it actually doing anything? Oh, and that's run out of space as well. There is so much to do! I've got too much going on. That's what it is. Far too much going on this farm. Far too much. Okay, we can turn that off. We're out of sugar cookies. We're out of that. We're out of that. Okay, so what did we run out of? Butter. Butter we'd ran out of. We need more butter. We need so much more butter and chocolate to get these cookies going. Because what I want to do is produce the variety packs, because that will cut down on the amount of pallets that we're producing and also be really cool. So I might actually turn those on and we'll see how many packs of cookie variety packs we can get over the next month. But where was I? So the TMR needs sorting out, the grapes need sorting out, the cheese and the chocolate's still producing. What about the other butter place? That's still going through the milk as well, so that's good. Right, okay. The straw from the ground and bring to the straw production. Nice. You can put bales in, I think, at the straw production. So what I was doing was using the big baler with the massive windrower to get the straw up. Because there is a lot of straw. Going around it with a loading wagon takes a lot of time, and that windrower does make shorter work of it, I should say. How's that doing? 50%. Okay. Right. You think it's faster? Hey, Thais, we have the money. So if you want to buy a forage wagon or something like that and use that, go right ahead, you know? Absolutely. Go right ahead and do that, because that is not a problem. Right. This needed more hay, didn't it? So we need to take some hay. A couple of bales of that, please. Ooh. And we'll walk these over here. There's one bale, and there is 2 bales. Perfect. Oh yes, the TARDIS. Yeah, that's a great one, Thice. Where is it now? Forage wagons. Yeah, the TARDIS extra large is the most amazing forage wagon ever. This thing is fantastic. 200,000 litres it will take as a pickup. So good. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, if you want to grab one of those, do grab one, Thice, and start picking stuff up. That'd be cool. That's still going well. Why did I fill the back of this? With mineral feed. It's really annoying, actually. Right. Where did harvesters go? Tell you what, we'll have to make a quick stop again. Drop off the oats and get the TMR out of the production so that it can actually start making some more of it, because we have to keep up with that, because we have to keep up with the milk production. Basically, we need as much milk as we can possibly get at the moment for butter and chocolate. It produces slow enough on its own. Whoa, that's me going too far. There we go. Perfect. So let's just back up here. Fill this up with TMR. Perfect. Good stuff. That might take a while. We don't have to empty it immediately, I don't think. Or do we? Oh, we need some more straw. Let me get another bale of straw whilst I'm waiting for that to fill. Actually, I hope it keeps filling whilst I'm doing this. I'm not sure if it does, but... Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, I found a different bale. There's definitely a bale in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. Oh dear. Right, that's that nicely done. This is definitely still filling. How much of this are we going to have? Like another 47,000 litres nearly. Nice. Right, let's get this dropped off. Drop this off. Ooh, Walker. That sounds nice. I'm not sure what my dinner's going to consist of tonight. So far, it's consisted of 3 Tim Hortons donuts and an espresso. Yes. Actually, I don't know if you guys probably won't have it. Maybe you'll have kind of a similar sort of thing. But we have an app over here in the UK called Too Good To Go, where it will, like restaurants and places, can add these so-called like magic bags to the app, and it's basically like food that they haven't been able to sell over the course of the day, and they sell it off like super cheap. So like Starbucks will put like 4 of their sandwiches in a bag and sell it for a few quid, whereas it'd usually be like a few quid for one sandwich, you know. I mean, it's all completely random and you don't know what you're going to get, but that's half of the fun sometimes. But we got one of these lucky bags from Tim Hortons, and they spoiled us crazy. I swear they gave us extra because I went in to pick it up directly after work, which means I was still in my uniform. And I swear the guy took one look at me and gave me extra stuff because I was in the ambulance service. Yeah, I swear that happened. Oh, that needs a refill. That is currently fine. Right, let's go and unload the combine up here. Ah, yes. Yeah, I can understand that, Bart. Rural areas probably not the best place for such a thing. But yeah, not every place does it. It'd be nice if every place did it around here because there's actually some really nice eateries. But it's mostly coffee shops and stuff like that where they have fresh things daily, you know. And but you can get some good stuff. I mean, we got a box of 6 donuts and a box of Timbits, which are like the donut holes, basically for like £4. It's like be lucky to get a donut at Tim Hortons for £4 these days. Well, no, I think like most, like a donut at Tim Hortons these days is like about £2.50 or something. They're like ridiculously expensive for no reason. It's like, yes, I know they're very nice. I know your maple glazed donuts are delicious, but why do they cost me a mortgage? That is not fair. That guy's going good. Let's see now. That guy is going good as well. Actually, whilst I'm here, jump into this guy, unload those, and then we will... Oh. Ah, I've gone round twice. Oh man, 3 times. There we go. Right, I want to pick up these grape pallets whilst I wait for the harvester. There we are. I don't know which is the one that I put the manure in, so I don't know which one is going to spawn extras. Oh, it's the one behind me. Of course it's that one. Why would it not be? Alright, come on. Round. Avoid. Oh, there we go. Oh, in fact, it's all of them. All of them have extras for me to pick up. That's really annoying, actually. But hey, never mind. There we are. Oh, yeah, Bart, totally. Tell me about it. The price of fish and chips in this country has doubled in the last 5 years, I would say. It's pretty crazy. Right. Any more? Oh, yes. Lovely. Loading up those grapes. Beautiful. Just unload them here. I love the animation of the grape boxes like unloading like that. That's so cool. Right. Let's get these ones and then we'll check on the harvesters again, I think. Any more? Thice, I wouldn't be surprised if we have that amount of straw, to be absolutely honest. Yeah. We have a lot of straw off these, or are going to have a lot of straw off these 2 fields. Yeah, for sure. Right, let me just check. Is that all of the grapes? Yes, yes, yes. Nope. Oh, here we go. They're filling up. Is that all of them? Yep, 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 yep. Excellent. Thice, this is why I bale it, because, you know, not that using a forage wagon is a bad idea, but the baling of it does kind of speed up the process somewhat. But hey, you know, we'll sort it out one way or another. And there's the grapes. Perfect. Beautiful. Right. Now then, back to these harvesters. How are they doing? That one is 50% done. That one has full. Let's go. Yeah, we can probably sell a bunch, Thice, you know. I think we have more than sufficient. More than sufficient straw for the farm at the moment, so, you know, we can probably sell a load at some point. Give me the delicious oats. Actually, speaking of oats, who here likes oats? I love oats. Porridge is amazing. I really love porridge. Maybe it's because I was born, well, not born in Scotland, but brought up in Scotland, and I just have an appreciation for oats because of that. But I do like me some porridge. It is tasty, very filling as well. Don't need much of it. Right. There's another 13,000 litres or something. Right. Go back and check on the other harvester because it will be full soon. I want it to be in constant motion. Constant motion. Nice, nice. Very nice. Well, do feel free to fill up the straw production. Ha! Good for you, Bart. Grew upon them. Nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah. I think after a while, you kind of can't eat an awful lot of it, you know? Because of what it does to your guts. That's the thing, you know. But yeah. Let's see here, what was I doing? But yeah, it is nice. It's definitely very nice. Just keeping tabs on everything. I think that's what I was doing. Yeah, just keeping tabs on everything. That's doing fine. In fact, we'll turn the clothes on. It can start doing some more of those. Well, it's already produced nearly 500 litres of variety cookies so far. That's good. That's still going strong. Actually, straw products. When were we selling the straw products? Because we have a load of hats to sell. And I can't remember what month they're best in. August. July. August. So next month for the straw accessories. That's nice. Did it all fit, Thice? Wow. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna be a lot of straw. I'll turn the accessories back on. The crates are annoying. So I'm not doing the crates, but oh, that's nearly full. Time to go and unload. Or it will be in a minute anyway. There we go. There's the harvester full. Let's unload here. Right. This harvest is going well so far. But like I thought, it's taking a while. I don't think we'll actually get onto the sugar beet today. Might have to save that for next time. That one will probably be a slower harvest because we do only have the one machine currently for that. But it is a big boy, you know. It's definitely a big boy. Nothing there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go check on the other harvester. See how it's getting on. There we go. Sorting out the straw. Actually, if that straw production is going full tilt, like all the time, it produces so much stuff. So many things. Right. Oh wow, this is only 45% full. This has a much bigger tank than that other one. I think we may have to replace that harvester at some point. But with which one? That is the question. We've got this one here. So maybe we'll buy like the John Deere, because that's a really big one. And it does have the biggest header in the game. 15.2 meters. That is a really nice machine. Alternatively, could go for our good old this one, because this has a 13.7 and it's a foldable header with its own trailer attached and everything, which I really like. I really like this, by the way. This this particular design of header that has a what are those trailers called? Header trailers. Like incorporated into it, and you unfold it in order to fold the wheels away and everything. Really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, that's that. Might be nice to get a forage harvester at some point as well. Because then we can start... Because then instead of like sugar beet or something, we could do sugar cane, because we do have that header attached. But it may just be nice just to do like some forage or something like that. Yeah. Questions that need answers. But right now, what I am going to do is I'm going to place down this bakery, because that's the wrong way. Because we do actually need a bakery. So let's go to productions and industrial bakery. Here we go. And let's have it that way around. Can we put it here? No, that overlaps. Okay. So like here maybe. Yeah. There we are. Lynx Co. Industrial Bakery. Fantastic. Bread and cake. How's that? Okay, babe. If I need to, I will. I don't want to go too late because, you know, I want to spend some time with you tonight. But you know, we'll see. Right, so how are these harvesters doing still? 42 and 78. Ooh, some wine, babe. Actually, that does sound rather nice. Yeah, that actually sounds rather nice. Pick a bottle, open one, and pour me a glass. That would be fantastic. Thank you, babe. Let's see now. So they're still good. They're still good. I keep checking all these things. I'm so like I know there's so much going on. Oats and barley harvest. Well, we've got enough oats and barley, that's for sure. There's so much going on that like I'm kind of flicking around everything, trying to make sure that I keep on top of it all, you know? Because, oh, and that actually produces chaff. Nice. That's actually useful. That is actually quite useful. Because that will send chaff to our, where is it? Where is it on this list? Here. Send chaff here. We can start producing some more silage. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Oh, this guy is very, very close to being finished. What are we going to plant next? Maybe canola. Actually, canola might be a good one to plant because then we can produce canola oil, which is always a good sell, and it doesn't produce straw, which means we don't need, it's not going to take as much work when we come to harvest it next time. Let's just check on this guy. This guy is at 66. Thice, you're doing a stand-up job with the straw. Thank you very much, by the way. Yeah, that is some crazy amount of straw we're producing. You're doing a fine job of collecting it. Thank you. All right. 400k. Goodness me. Well, just keep dumping it into that production until it won't take anymore. And then, I don't know. The cows probably need a little bit of straw. But I doubt you'll fit that forage wagon in the barn, sadly. What else could we do with the straw? We do have a silo. If you run out of space in the straw production facility, pop it in the silo. It's down near the cow shed, actually. Yeah, any excess straw you can pop in there. I think that'll work until we figure out what to do with it. Put a second one down. Actually, we probably could probably go for another one of these silos. Let's see. Oh, I think that's the door. One moment, guys. Cheers, everybody. That's an interesting one. Not sure which bottle that is that Natalie's opened, but it's very nice. Biofuel Bart. That could be an interesting one. Do we actually have a biofuel production currently installed? I don't think we do at the moment. I'd have to get something for that organized later on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. What are you guys saying? Mm. Yes, speaking of wine, I recently came into the possession of. Oh, that harvest has stopped. Right, we need to plonk this silo down somewhere, and go from there. Right. Could kind of go. Like here would actually be the ideal thing, but I've covered that area in bales. Not sure where to put that. Right, let's go and empty that other harvester. Oh, it's the El Bombero. Oh my. So, guys. Upgrade factory mod, very useful. Upgrade factory mod, Hathice, interesting. So the wine guys. I have not had wine in the house for quite a while, shall we say? Right. And recently, we hear lovely workers for the NHS actually got a pay rise. Like, our back pay came in, and
you rock! Woohoo!
Thank you, Walker. But our back pay came in, and it turned out to be nearly a month's wage just in back pay for me. So I was very happy with that, and I decided to celebrate. And I decided to celebrate by taking Laithwaite's, which is a wine subscription service here in the UK. Don't know if you have it in other places. You might do, but that's what it is over here. I decided to take them up on one of their offers. And it was 12 bottles of Big Red plus a Magnum bottle, which is basically another 2 bottles in one because this thing is huge, plus some free wine glasses, which is a nice little bonus. All for the low, low price of £70, which actually works out at less than £6 a bottle, which is incredibly cheap for wine here in the UK. And it's really good stuff as well. They haven't actually skimped on them. I've had some of these bottles before, and they are beautiful. Yes, thank you, everyone. It was a nice surprise when it finally came through in the paycheck, you know. It was very good, but I do have to be responsible, shall we say, with said money. I don't want to spend it all in one place, you know. Although that's not going to stop me from spending it on some wine. Because I'll say one thing, I do love a spot of red wine. It just has a very hard job of accepting me. Damn, it's nearly done, this field. Alright, no, I'll leave it on the worker for now. It is nearly finished this field. Once it has, I think I'll jump in this guy and use it to help the other harvester. Yeah. So we are actually getting there. Oh, I have to repair this harvester. You know, I have to repair this harvester because I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but there have been some prominent farming sim YouTubers recently have been putting up some videos regarding harvesters and Plus def. What the hell is what's a def? Been putting up some videos about harvesters and yield. And basically, if your harvester is more than 30% damaged, you have a drop off in your yield from your field. It's like the same as like harvesting in the rain. You know, you get less. And it's not a lot at first, but as you go through, it certainly does start to add up. Right, we will get ourselves a little runaround, I think. Or another little runaround, should I say. Should we get another one of these, maybe? Or should we get another car? I think we'll get another car. Maybe. Not sure. There's our little service trailer. I need to take this thing back to the yard at some point as well. This is our new seeding machine. We got this on Silver Run Forest by accident. But now we have it on this server as well. And I think for the big fields, this will be amazing. So yeah, let me just, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of these little things. Yeah, go just one of these little things here. And now I can jump in here, hook up this trailer, and we can use this as like a little mobile repair thing. There we go. I've never actually used this. Whoop, whoop, what? Now, was that just me being a doldrum at steering, or was that actually being too much for this to handle? We shall see. Let's find out. In fact, we're going to go cross country. Oh dear. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, don't do that. I think it might be this thing is not that. Whoa, okay. Yeah, this isn't very good at pulling this trailer. Like, not very good at all. Like, not touching the steering wheel. And it just starts spinning off. So, no hands on the steering wheel. Is it going to spin off or is it going to behave? Are you going to behave? You're behaving now because I'm watching you. See? So I'm going to have to slow down to take corners in this thing, I think. Alright, let's try a little bit of turn. A little bit more turn. There we go. Has this harvester finished? Whoa, there we go, you see. One twitch and it's gone. Whoa! Stop it! Yeah, I might have to get a different vehicle to tow this, I think. It was just so small and dinky and kind of cute looking. But officer, it's not me, it's the trailer. Right, okay. Now, do I have to unfold this at all, or can I literally just get out and use it? Ah, activate service function. Oh, nice. Look at that. Beautiful. And then R. Okay, let's repair. And repair. Beautiful. That's cool. I like that. Okay, let's get out of the way so that we can actually. Whoa! What are you doing? None of that. Right. Let's get this emptied. Ooh. I wonder if we'll actually have enough space for all of this. I actually have finally filled this trailer. Lance Redrick, babe. That name sounds vaguely familiar, but me being me, does sadly not recognise where it's from. Ah, he's an actor. Oh, there seems to be a lot of people disappearing, like in the last couple of years. You know, right? There's been so many kind of high-profile celebrities leaving us in the last few years. It's like even like non-COVID related. You know, it's quite sad actually. Especially when it comes around and it's like actors from your childhood. I mean, I know that's going to happen. You know, that's just natural, but it's still sad. Ooh. We have a box of flour, I think. Oh no, that's a box of cookies. It's a box of cookies. Right, dump all of this in. Let's see how much flour we can make. We've already made 4 boxes of it. This is going to be good. Let's go and see how much more we can get. Is this harvester in need of an empty? Probably. Oh yes, there we go. There we are. Lovely. Well, this one's actually nearly done on this side. That's good. And this one is also almost nearly done. The harvesters have nearly finished. Fantastic. Fantastic. So we need to get the straw picked up. We do need to get all the straw picked up because next month, when we skip forward, we do have to replant this field. Ah, no problem, Walker. Good of you to drop by, and yeah, see you on Sunday for some SnowRunner action. Should be a good time. And a tier list. Oh, speaking of, if anybody, speaking of the tier list for Sunday's SnowRunner stream, by the way, there is currently a poll running on the Discord for which class of vehicle you would like to see next. And currently, highway stroke heavy duty trucks are winning, which is going to be an interesting one. But if anyone has not voted and would like to, do check that out. It's just in the SnowRunner General tab. Do check that out if you want to cast a vote. Right. Oh, Mr. Bit. How dare. Come back here, you. Nom 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 nom. Right, let's have these little bits. Now we get to tidy up the field. That'll finish off over there nicely. I'll put this to work over on that bit. And we'll put that harvester back in the shed, I think. Yes, I think that will work. Or maybe we'll take it over to the shop, repair it up, and sell it. Get ourselves the big John Deere one. I think that might be an even better idea. That might be an even better John Deere. Okay, that was a bad joke. Sorry. that was a dad joke. Very much a dad joke. Right, let's do that and hire there. Right, now then, let's get this one. Oh, you missed a bit. Dare you say you are done? You are not done. Get out of here. Okay. Now you're done. Ooh, noodle slice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, there we are. Oh yeah, this one is really severely broken. This is probably not giving us the best yield at all. So yes, I think we are going to take this one over to the store and get this one sold. Buy ourselves a brand spanking new John Deere harvester. For next year. Now, does this have a header trailer? I think it does, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So let's... Is it this side? Or... No, it's the other side that we put it on, isn't it? Yeah, because it's sloped down that way. Cool. Oh, that's stuck. Okay. Hey, Groot, hello! Welcome to the fun of me trying to reverse this harvester and doing a very bad job at it so far. How you been, my friend? There we go. Perfect. There we are. Right. Let's take this over to the shop and get it sold, I think. Wait, why can't it tow its own trailer? It should be able to, right? Am I just getting the hitch in the wrong place, or is this... Oh, you know what it is? Why is this not working? Oh dear, have I messed this up? I definitely have messed it up. I am very well, Group, thank you. Yeah, doing good. Currently on the way to being slightly intoxicated. Let's try this again. Let's line this up over here. That's better. Now then, let's get this over to the store. That should be enough space for us to hook this up behind. One would hope, anyway. Ah, yes, there we go. Oh, the header's detached itself. Okay, cool. Thanks, game. Yay. Oh, well, so long as it stays on long enough to get to the store, then that's fine. I think that header trailer is probably too small for the actual header, which doesn't help matters, you know. But what can you do? Oh, hey, there's a little bit down here that we missed. Okay, got to come and get that. Can't have oats going to waste. We have a lot of bread to make. So I would make cakes, guys, but we're making cookies, and that takes enough ingredients as it is. I'm not also going to start the mad job of gathering all of the ingredients needed to make cake. That's ridiculous. Well, we may take a look at what we need to make fish. That might be a good idea, because we haven't done fish farming ever. And it's been something I'm curious about. So maybe we could do like a little fish farm somewhere. 500k of straw, Thice. Good grief. Okay, that's... Ooh, but speaking my language. Chicken wings. Delish. Actually, we have some chicken breasts in the fridge at the moment. I am planning on cooking... Oh, we've lost the header. It's gone. I'm planning on cooking them up this weekend with some creamy sauce and maybe some rice or something like that. Should be nice and tasty. Right, let's... 19,000 to repair it. Crikey Moses. Okay. And then sell that. Lovely. Repaint. Sell that. Marvellous. And then let's get the header that we lost on the way in. Come here, you. You crazy header, you. And over there. Larg. Right, repair. Repaint. And sell. Marvellous. Okay. Let's have a look at a new harvester for the next big harvest that we do. And I am really tempted to go with this guy. This guy is really nice. He does have like a 15.2 meter header. I'm not sure whether it's... What size header does this guy have actually? 12 meters. Okay. So that's not too bad. I mean, if we didn't go for the John Deere, I'd probably go for this guy because of the foldable header. Like I said, then you don't have to mess around with header trailers. This guy has 14.5 litre capacity. This is 16.2. That is a big grain tank, you know? That is a huge grain tank, 16.2. Whereas this guy has 14.5, you know? It's 2,000 less, but at the same time, that's not too bad. And actually, this guy is more powerful. Interesting. Call me a crazy person, but we're going to go for this guy. We're going to get this lovely folding header trailer. There we go. Yeah. And then it also comes with a 10 meter corn header, which is a pretty big corn header, to be absolutely honest. That's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, this guy does come with a big corn header. He comes with a 12 meter. That's really nice. But there we have it. A lovely new harvester. Let's take this back to the yard. I must say, I do like having vast amounts of money to spend on things. It makes a change to some of my previous series. 600k thighs. Good grief. That is a lot of straw. You know, we're going to make a lot of hats out of that. That is going to produce so many hats. Right. You know what I also need? I need a proper yard. You know, to keep all of this machinery in. Because at the moment, it's just kind of scattered to the four corners of my farm. And that's not the best way to have things. So we may have to look at that. But I think we'll do that next time. Because, yeah. Oh, bit of lag there. I don't want to start getting into remodeling at this point in time. There we are. Almost full for the straw factory, eh, Thice? Very nice. That's excellent, actually. That's really excellent. Oh, it is full. It is full. Yeah, I'm just kind of abandoning things over here at the moment, and it's not exactly the best way. Oh. Right, let's just finish up this field. So there's that little bit over there. There we are. Yep, not much left now, Bart. Thice, not much at all. I wonder actually how much oats we have harvested. Because the factory has already started producing flour from it. Maybe we could... Thice, the rest of the straw, if you just put it in the silo next to the cowshed, I think that would probably be the best place to keep it for the time being, until we work out what we're going to do with it next. So just dump it in there. It's down at the corner of field 6. So if you would put it in there, that would be grand. Yeah, there we go. All these little bits. Oh, it should fit. It should fit, Thice. The silos, the multi-fruit silos that I'm running have a abnormally large capacity, just for ease of use, shall we say. So there shouldn't be a problem with the amount of straw that we have at all. There will definitely be room for it. So yeah, that'll work all right. Alright, so let's just get this last little bit. Do. Right. There we are, that's this field finished. And I just have that little corner at the bottom of field 3 to do now, and then we should be good, I think. Yep, I think we'll be good then. Charging through the straw. Yeah, I may take some of this straw and make bales out of it as well, just so that we've got some more bales on standby. Because we do need some of that still for various animal usages. But I think most of it can just be stored in the silo. Of course, Thice. Of course, if there is something that you think would help the farm, please, just, plonk it down. This is the community farm after all, so anybody that logs on to the community farm is quite free to add things and, sort things out, manage things and progress time and all that kind of stuff, That's why it's called a community farm. Also, by the way, guys, blah, 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 blah. My words, where are they going? Seemingly to the same place that my brain has. Because, guys, I have a small confession. I think I am quite drunk right now. Right, there we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. See, I can't even drive in a straight line. Right, let's put that pipe out. Oh, what are you selling there? Building sold. Right. Okay, let's go and grab the rest of these oats. Lynx is actually very tipsy at this particular moment in time, guys. You might be able to tell just from the... You are building quite a lot of things there, Thice. I am... Colour me curious. I am interested to see what you are up to there. Ah, excellent. I think this must be a new feature because normally the harvesters, you had to have them, like the automatic engine start turned off so that the engine was always on in order to unload. But now that doesn't seem to be the case because that harvester is most definitely not powered right now, and yet it is unloading, which is kind of cool. Right, let's go. Ooh. See, this is why you don't drive drunk, guys. This is a classic example. This person right here. This is a classic example of why alcohol and motorized vehicles are not a good combination. Oh yeah, totally, Bart. This little truck has an obscene amount of storage capacity in this tiny little trailer. It's I like using them just simply because of convenience, but it is totally unrealistic. Right, where are you, Thice? What am I looking at here? Let's see here. What did you put down? Ah. Oh. Ooh, look at this. Bale and pallet storage. Oh, sweet. Vice, you are a serious trooper. That is very cool. Auto load with... I didn't even know I had this mod installed. Is this a... Oh yes, you can't go inside. Oh no! That is really cool. I really like that. Now I'm going to have to get my truck and move all of my bales. Or some of them anyway, shall we say. Maybe I'll do that later. Loading bales is not the most interesting thing. It's mod, it's new update. Nice. Just whap them in. That is fantastic. That is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Sweet. Look at the cookie pack. Anyway, sorry, Thais, I got distracted by cookies. Right, so yeah, so you pop them in here and get them out here. That's really good. Excellent. That's a brilliant addition. Now we've got like one for hay, one for straw, and one for grass or silage or whatever we want. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Yeah, didn't even realize that was a thing. Let's tell you what we're going to do. We are going to... it's just come out. Interesting. I'm going to put some of this flour into our bakery. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to perhaps load... oh, I'm taking... yep, you see? Here's another example. Don't allow drunk people behind the wheels of heavy machinery. It never ends well for anybody involved. There we are, right. Put this flour in here. And then I'm going to test out those new that new silo, I think. Just a quick test, you know, just to see how it goes. So we need to turn that off. We then need to change the loading type to big square bales. Fantastic. We'll go and grab some of these grass bales over here, I think. We'll give this a little go. This sounds fun. But yes, actually, speaking of bales, I did notice this brought up in the chat earlier, and I am sorry for not addressing it. But the shredded wheat have been loaded. But yeah, the new bale pack is coming soon. Next week, I think. Is it the 23rd? Or the 21st, something like that. I think it's like Monday or Tuesday of next week. For Farming Sim. Like the first of the... nice. That is so cool. Let's... Perfect. Look at that. Oh. That's That's me. Nice. Fantastic. Square bales. 21 of 250. Very nice. Excellent. I'll have to do some bale loading later. But yes, the first of the year two season pass expansion for Farming Sim is coming out next week, which should be really good. Vice, this was great. Good idea. Very good idea indeed. You have made a fine addition to this wonderful establishment. Ha ha! Fine addition, I must say. Yes. Ah. Yes, that's absolutely brilliant. Thank you. But yes, that's coming out next week. So next week we may have a little look at that particular pack because I have the Year 2 pass, and I think I might add it to the server just so that we can have a little experiment with it. No problem, Bart. See you around. See you around. Right, where were we? What are we doing? I think I am now getting so suitably drunk that it might be a good time to actually end the stream. I might go and have another glass of wine, get myself completely sozzled, because it is Friday, and it ain't St. Patrick's... Bleh. And it is St. Patrick's Day. So I think I will call it a day there. We've actually made some great progress in terms of getting these fields harvested and everything. We need to get these fields replanted. We need to harvest the sugar beets as well. So there's plenty of things to be getting on with next week. And yeah, I think for now that will be a good place to call it a draw for now. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Don't forget to drop a follow, and you know, if you haven't already, and please sub. You know, I'm just going to do the shameless plugs. Please sub. Some sort of wailing banshee going on there. But thank you everyone for joining me. It's been an interesting stream today. We've got plenty of good stuff done, and yeah, I will be back on Sunday for some SnowRunner. Don't forget to drop a vote on the tier list, by the way, in the Discord if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. So, until then, do take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now. You get a musical outro. How about that?